Hello, my name is Wilfredo Vasquez. I am 58 years old. Been in the United States Army for about 30 years, 7 months, and 5 days. When I tried to transition from military to civilian life, I was diagnosed with PTSD and TBI, which is a traumatic brain injury from an explosion. I struggled being social. I stayed home all the time. I had friends that would go shopping for me, and if I would go shopping, I would go at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I would not have to deal with people. I also had a medical problem from my last deployment in 2008 to Iraq. I was in a mission and blew out my back from an explosion, so that also kept me homebound, but most of the problem was with my PTSD. I met an organization, and I met a young lady. Her name is Deborah Franco. The way I happened to come across this foundation was through another veteran, which was very isolated, and I met him at a group meeting for PTSD and TBI service members. He would come into group session and just sit and not say a word and just stare at one spot at the table. I became friends with Dwight, and Dwight had started going on trips with Freedom Waters, and I can see the change in Dwight. Dwight started opening up at meetings. Dwight and I became really good friends. Come to find out that Dwight had started the veterans outing with Freedom Waters, and he had asked me if I would come out on his last voyage out. They tried to convince me for almost 3 to 4 months, and I kept saying yeah I was going to go, and I never went because I couldn't leave the house. And then finally, since it was his last voyage and we became close, I decided that I would go on his voyage with him. Debbie came to give me a hug, and we just met, which was I don't know, it felt like, you know, like she was already family. Ever since then, I've been a changed person. The organization has actually brought me out of my shell. Like I tell Debbie, she's created a monster. I am a creation of Freedom Waters Foundation, and it does work. This water therapy is not something that, you know, people think it's just another organization, but it's not. This water therapy does work. I'm living proof. If it wasn't for Freedom Waters, I don't think I would be here right now. It's that profound on my life that I still volunteer for them, because I wouldn't know where I would be right now if it wasn't for the friends that I met through Freedom Waters, the social contacts. So here I am. I'm living proof. And there's other people out there that can attest to the same thing.